So I'm sure we all have one person in our club that is a celebrity, or we could even get somebody outside, a no celebrity, and that will be your own club celebrity of the club. We call that person club celebrity of the year. Hence, we encourage clubs to have their own celebrity, while the committee, in conjunction with the district, we plan for the district celebrity of the year. When that comes up, the celebrity of the year will be, you will need to invite such person to your club, because that is an image making for this particular year. So we are still packaging that. If it works, we'll have district celebrity of the year. If time does not permit us, we want to encourage each club to have their own hope celebrity, the club hope celebrity, so that at each of your function, that person will be somebody that promotes the image of your club and the Rotary. I therefore want to welcome you all and appreciate your effort to be here in spite of your busy schedules. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the event. Thank you very much.
You can also be more than that. Appreciate you. That was straightforward, and I want to encourage that which thanks to all both presidents too, maybe on their platform, so we can get a bit of the summary for guidance. Thank you very much. All right. We are not going to be wasting time. Like I said, it's going to be very fast. We are going to be strict with the time, even though we started late, so we'll gain the time back by God's grace. So straight will be taking, we have this set of lectures highlighted, how to write a report for awards consideration, which will be taken by PhD Nili Ajao Ajishekiri. We have lecture 2, including clubs, participation in awards and recognition activities, and that will be taken by PhD Uyishobi. And we have, of course, the third one, which is the guide to reporting of service projects and activities for effectiveness. So these are going to be synopsis. It's not going to be a long presentation. And of course, we have a very, very revered past assistant governor who is also one of our facilitators of today. He's just seated finally at the back. May I introduce our past assistant governor, Kotiria Alaji Larry Kassem, to please step on the item. Before telling Secretary, okay. And for the past assistant governor, Kotiria Nili Ajao Ajishekiri, please also be on the item. Please ask the other coming also. Please. Straight to the next item, which is to listen to how to write a report for awards consideration. There are different kinds of reports. You can do a 72 pages report and still not get any attention. And you can just do 5 pages reports and get the content right for recognition. Very resourceful past assistant of one additionally to take it for. Let's do something together for him to be talking to us. Okay, apologies, we'll be having a bit of a tweak. And all right, we would like to have some displays on screen, which is being packaged at the moment. Just give us a few minutes. While we do that, we'll go straight to the next lecture, which is talking about improving girls' participation in awards and recognition activities. And of course, we'll have really amiable past assistant governor material we show. We can ask the governor from us as well as assure us that this session is in. So welcome.
My district governor, the chairman of the Awards and Recognition Committee, my fellow facilitators. The captain of the president, I greet you all specially. My distinguished Rotarians, a very good morning to you. Please answer now. They have told you that this session is going to be interactive. I did that on purpose. So thank you for permitting me my turn to carry out that session. So you may not see things you say on the screen. The title is Improving Clubs' Participation in Awards and Recognitions. How do we improve clubs' participation? Before I continue, I want to let us know that I am the immediate past chair of awards and recognitions. I mean, I was the chair last Rotary year. And I think that's why I've been invited to speak to us this morning. We had a lot of challenges. And we'll take time to discuss where the problem is or where the problems were coming from. Because if we don't know the problems, we cannot catch the problems with our hands, we will not be able to find solutions. So I would say, mention the challenges that we had last Rotary year. Let me see all the presidents who are here. Club president, quick presidents. Hello. Nice to see you all. I hope you believe. I know that we have started doing things from July 1. Some clubs have done 3 projects so far. Some have done 5. I hope we are documenting them. Some of the challenges we have that from the 1st of July, notices went out, guidelines went out on awards and recognitions, and later we submit half-year reports. Half-year reports, only 10 clubs submitted. As at that time, we had 140 clubs in our district. Only 10 submitted half-year reports. So that's by the way. So we then asked for full-year reports to be submitted end of April. By end of April, we had 11 clubs. 11 clubs only submitted reports. That is the full year report. So if we had closed and go home, all 11 clubs were been out and awarded. And I know as human beings will complain, so despite all that my club did, despite all that we did, despite the money that we spent, we did not even get a single award. Now, some clubs called the governor, Oh, we're still tidying up our projects. Oh, we have global grants projects, we're working on it. There's this other project that's spending 5 million on, and we're tidying it up. Please give us some more time. And the DG spoke with me, and we agreed to extend by 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks, 24 more clubs submitted reports. Out of 440 clubs, 24 submitted, so we added it to the 11. We finished history conference. We went to RI convention. We came back and we started. We're coming to reports. So we had 15 more clubs submitted their report 1 month after the deadline. So we had about 50 clubs submitted reports. From 140 clubs. So we're not going to talk about how the reports were submitted. Of course, 85% of the submitted reports did not follow the guidelines. 85%, 85% did not follow the guidelines. And it was difficult, very, very difficult for the committee to mark. So those are some of the problems that we had. So I want to ask us, tell me or tell us, let's know, because we cannot say this is the solution if we don't know the problem. So let's find out from among us what you think is the problem. Why we are not participating, why we are not sending report at the end of the year or the half year. Is it that we're not interested? Yes, sir. Please, do we have a second microphone?
No, just.
I'll move.
No,
Don't worry. I need to move around.
Yes, I was a member of the board last 3 years as the incoming. I was actually worried about this. But the truth is that there is a very weak communication link between the districts, as I was not saying, and the board and regarding this award. There was no communication. I was even the person asking, are there no room for awards? What are the criteria? And we couldn't get any strong link with the district. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. He said there were no communications. Your president is not here. Is it communication with the club or with the DG? It's not the district, it's the community, the district. So what kind of reports were you expecting, sir? Communication. You were not seeing the emails or the notices. You were not the president last year. So don't speak with us. Because mails were being sent to presidents every month. At the beginning of Rotary year, 3 messages went out on awards and recognitions because the district governor was on top of it throughout June to prepare. So, I don't speak too much like that because we're not the president. So, Let's be careful. Any other person wants to say something? So we have noted communication. Yes, communication link was not found.
Chris on Greenfield Rotary Club. We are new, though. The challenge we had is that of not communication. We have people who are supervising us as a new club. But when we have these templates that we guide us, you know that a template cannot, they give you a template to work on. If there's nobody explaining template for you. We are among the clubs that submitted our slates. I was among the people that were writing this report. We struggled to submit. We came late. And the reason why we struggled was we are trying to learn these templates. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other person is noted? They needed guidance. You had assistant governor, right? You had assistant governor who was supervising the club, sir. You're right. Who else wants to say something, please? Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mike PG. My name is Co-President Adobe Onyeka, Satellite Town. I want to add to what my fellow president said. For instance, in my club last year, my president was not around. He traveled out, so to preside over the meeting had to fall under someone else. But because that person was not on the president's platform, there was no way we could get this information. So what I'm just saying is there are many platforms for secretary, for public image, and so many other groups. This kind of thing should be posted on every other platform, not just the president's platform.
Noted. Thank you very much. The president was not around, and did you give the job to the districts that the president was not around? So there is a point person that the district should be communicating with. Okay, it's noted.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians. I think what has been happening, or what happened last year, that I'm very aware of, it's the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. That's a saying that says, if you want to hide anything from the Nigerians, put it in the book. They were getting the information. President were getting the information. But they were lazy of writing. That's the main problem. When you had a letter, I remember very well, because I belong to the club that felt that we wanted to win an award, and we were pushing, and we wanted to submit. We submitted time. Whether it was rightly submitted or not, this is story for another day. I think the problem is that, for going forward, the district has realized that that's a problem. That's why we're having this. I think this is very exemplary. That for those Rotarians who don't want to write, with your guidelines, this will guide them. How many Rotarians, how many past presidents have gone to Rotary Center? They don't do it. Even this year, we find it very, very difficult. We had a seminar here when the person in charge of Rotary Center said only 5 clubs has gone to Rotary Center. So we need to improve ourselves by visiting Rotary Center and be ready to write that report, if possible, on a monthly basis, so it doesn't become cumbersome. If you write on it on a monthly basis, then you start adding it up on a monthly basis. That's the way to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We all know that when messages come from the districts, it lands on the desk of the president. I hope we are aware. And it is a place of the president to communicate with the clubs. So don't blame the district for not communicating, because these communications are going. I know there's this thing in our files now, the guidelines. Some of us may never open it. And then when somebody told me that bomb, I saw 3 pages. I cannot sit down to read that. Okay, so it's already like I'm not interested. So now we have more reason why we are not doing this. Is it that there's no incentive? No motivation? Why do we need to even try when we already know those laws that are winning?
DG, good morning, fellow Rotarians. Well, I want to talk on this year because I believe the focus should be on this year. Yes, last year is gone and it's yesterday. The major factor I observed this year, which I've told some people, is that really the president's platform is not friendly. I have 1001 platform, and sometimes when I wake up and I see the president's promotion platform, I get so overwhelmed because it should be informative. And I've told them that that platform should be restricted to admin so that I will know that the messages I'm getting from that platform is from district. We have our own platform that we celebrate ourselves. Happy independence, happy congratulations on your day. But that particular one should be for promotion. It's such that if I want to get any message on our work, but for the fact that this thing was constantly promoted, some of us would have missed out on it. So I think we need to look into it.
Thank you very much. The captain of the president's message notes. So I was asking, is it that we are not interested or we already know the clubs who have been winning and so we leave it for them? We cannot contest with them. Or is it that the procedures are too complex and difficult to understand, leading to confusions or mistakes? Or we are just afraid to try? Any other person wants to say something to give us the reason why before I round up?
Hello, everyone. The reason you just said, you already know the rules that have been as part of the business. That's all. I don't know if we can make it as simple as what Rotary International does. Citations for all clubs who probably would have done all those. Yes, probably want to recognize those who are standing. In fact, they have those awards, but the truth is that look at last year, the club that won previous year, the same club that won the previous year. So some other clubs will just say, okay, let me just focus on citation for RI and leave the district out. So once I get the RI citation, I'll pass. Thank you.
Thank you very much. When I wrote the topic, I had to call up some people and ask them these questions I'm asking us. And some, I will not, there's no time to analyze them. But we have noted everything, and I want to summarize those. That from my interactions with other people, I think some of them are here, that during the test, during the president-elect training seminar, the awards and admissions committee should be given a chance to speak. So we start from there. Either the chairman or the DG himself or herself should talk about why it is necessary for us to report what we do. It's not just, let's not just look at the awards. We need to share what we do. See, for example, on our website where we have Rotary Showcase. We share what we do there, and other clubs from different countries copy and do it elsewhere. So we can report just for the sake of that. And then we also shoot from the last speaker, there were no simple and clear procedures. Why can't we go digital? So instead of sitting down and writing long books, some books were so thick that it's like a club. We now be passing, this year we're passing to the next year. So you just us and they printed it. So big that there was no time to even read them. So if we go digital, just like the RI website, we can just pick and drop, click send, and it gets to the other side. And when the committee meets it, they just look at the summary. What do you think about that? Then we'll say we are not on computer savvy. We don't know how to, we can get somebody to do that for us. We can also simplify the reporting process. Have a template, I think there is, and we just don't follow it, but we should do that. And the information on our water and should be out long before the year starts. Because many clubs, they prepare for the next year. They don't start preparing on the 1st of July. Because sometimes it's what the DG wants that they will score clubs on. So but if they have this idea that, okay, these are the things that DG wants to do in this year and want to award clubs on, they will key them into their projects. So I think the message on awards and recognition should go out maybe 2 or 3 months before 1st of July. Then finally, we motivate clubs. How do we do that? Every little assignment or every little work should be awarded, should be recognized and awarded. For example, some clubs take time to carry out projects on the theme, on the monthly themes. They make sure they do something every month. Like, what's this month? Okay, so some clubs do that, but because it's not in what the DG wants, it may not, or it may carry very little mark. But I think every month, when that is done, the award and commission should ask clubs to send in their reports for that month. Maybe give them up to 5th of the next month to submit. And the club that has done something or has done it very well should be encouraged with some awards. That will ginger them, to do more. So, what do we say? I know we are here because it's 2%. You cannot, that one, you cannot miss it. I would have been here for that too. But let us not just at getting 2%. Let's do more and let's report activities. Another thing is, one club president told me that all the things that they did, the pictures, they this thing, the secretary traveled out, they could not find the pictures, so because of that, they could not report. That was some excuse, So please, whoever that is in charge of your record keeping, let the person keep it safe because you need them for reporting. Some clubs have 2 pages, not even staple, 2. That was the report. 1 page says the full year report to district governor, blah, blah. 1 page carries the lists of all things they asked them to do. They didn't say they had done them or they submitted reports. In those years, they used to even award the best presentation. How you present your reports. Somebody had 150 pages, did not staple, did not buy, nothing. Just put it inside another paper like that was not too good. That was not too good at all. You can even make the marker not even look at it and just give them zero for that. So, clubs' failure to participate in awards and recognitions activities can be a significant problem for our district. However, Looking beyond the surface problems and identifying the root causes is essential to address the issue effectively. So please let's sit up by providing from the district angle the clear procedure, adequate training, motivation, and of course, effective communication and reminders. The districts can do better. The efforts of the clubs will not just go down the drain. So please, distinguished Rotarians, let's not just do like we don't care. The club said, well, we're serving our community, so what do we need the report for? Now we know we need it. So you will listen to two other speakers and they will give you a clearer reason why you need to report. And then with reporting, it shows that we're doing well and we can copy each other. And of course, when you get award, when you go to party and they give you opener that you have so many in the house, are you not happy? Don't you get excited? You know they passed me, they didn't give me the gifts that they were sharing. Where's that thing you know? So all of us need these awards as clubs, no matter how small, you need it. So forget about the clubs who have been winning, I don't know them. But how about your club? Make something happen. There was a brand new club that came third last year. They did so well. In their reporting, they followed the guideline. So that the ones they didn't ask in the guideline, they now put those ones at the back. So just take these ones that you have asked for, then use this one and give us to see. That's what they did. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Can we put our hands together once again more? Thank you. That was indeed very interactive, and we can easily resonate with that. Thank you very much. That speaks from experience, and I'm sure we're getting those numbers right. All right. Doing a presentation, we witness the arrival of our leaders, a very own friend and leader, a past district governor, Kola Shodipo, who is the district governor today. We also witnessed the arrival of my own boss, the executive secretary of Mochi District 910 Material, past assistant of Natalia Adelaja. Okay. Why did Dr. John also witness the arrival of the chief of staff of Rotary District 910, this particular Rotary Material designated? Thank you. As I don't know what you say, but I'm a son, so she wouldn't recognize me beyond this. I've apologized. I was just so much to the session. Meanwhile, it is supposed to address us. Fellow Rotarians, district leaders, please join your hands now. I district of Rotarian district. You can't do that. Thank you. It's actually a question on my behalf. Thank you. Keep laughing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow. Please take your seat. Today is wow. My district trainer.
PhD, Lara Kazim. I appreciate you all for coming. My own president, you're welcome. Fellow Rotarians, you're all welcome to today's session. I'm glad to see all of you this morning. Are you glad to see me? Wow. Thank you. This because we want every club to take an award this year. There's award for so many things, so many recognitions, but it will all depend on you. There are different areas of focus, there are different projects, there are different things the club do. Even things that are not within the area of focus, a club can be recognized for being outstanding in one area or the other. But if you do not tell us about it, how are we going to know? If a club had done an outstanding project or outstanding performance in whatever area, don't even call it project, and you think you deserve to be rewarded, if you do not bring it to the notice of the district and you do not report it, how will the district know? We will not know. You heard her say out of 100 and something clubs, at first it was only 15 clubs that sent in reports, later 11, after that another 15, 24, and then when they were marking the papers, 15 brought, I mean, making it 50, out of 100 and something clubs. Then on their one day, people will sit down and be grumbling. Madada, they have taken it, it's Madada here. One high, there were so many clubs to challenge you this year. You understand? They have taken it again. Probably because they did their reports well. One thing is writing report, another thing is packaging it well. You heard that some people will send leaflets, pieces of paper. One can fall off. One can be seen. Why not tidy your reports up? Make it look like a report. Don't list your projects. Add pictures. You must have taken action pictures while doing those projects. Take the pictures that will speak the language the markers will see, because they were not there at the project ground. So this is very important, and I want you to sit down quietly. We have brought these facilitators. They have been involved in marking and awards and recognitions for the district for so many years. Uyi was the chairman of last year, PHUE. She was the chairman for last year. So most of the complaints, she has answers for them because she was the chairman for awards and recognition last year. So let us not sit down and complain. Let's sit down and do the right thing. And then somebody talked about the platforms. The promotional platform was meant for committee chairs, not for presidents to promote their investitures. Presidents have another platform for themselves alone, where no promotion is going on. So if you want to invite other members, other clubs to your investiture, put it on your president's platform, because that is for you only. That the promotional platform has chairmen of strategic committees at the district level that will need to reach out to presidents to promote what they are doing, like award and recognition, like dinner dance, like conference, and so many others. So they are on that platform to promote the district events. So let's not clog it up. Then we created that for another reason, that presidents don't read. If not, those promotions can be done by email or other Rotary Club platforms. If we put it to email and other Rotary Club platforms, so many people will say it. But I want to believe, is there any president that is not on that promotional platform here? Is there any president that is not on the president's promotional platform? Yes. Which club is that? Ogudi GRA. Wow. And you said nothing since then. So I want to assume and believe that all presidents are on that platform. Ogudi GRA will argue. The essence is for you to say, as a president, that you can't say you are not aware of any promotion, because the promotions are all done on that platform. In addition to other Rotary platforms, and also by mails to you. So when you get the mails, please give to your secretary to read it out to the club members. They need to know information that are good for all members. It comes to you as the president because you're the leader for the club for that Rotary year. So let's try to disseminate the information accordingly. So I thank you all. I'll be sitting down quietly, like all of you, listening to these facilitators. Feel free to ask whatever question you want to ask today, and try to understand the guidelines. Very important. So that when you're writing your report, follow the guidelines. Don't do it your own way. After following the guidelines, if you want to put additionals, any addendum, let it be additional to the guidelines after following it. But do your reports well, package it well, timely too. Submit your reports on time. Document as you go along. That's the best way to go. As you do your projects, document it, take the pictures, do your write-up, document it and file it away. When it is time, you just pull it out and submit. Or as you do more projects, you add up to the one already done before and put it together. It's so easy. So please, let's work hard. I want all of you to receive an award this Rotary year. I know that is possible. In one way or the other, you may not be the first, second, or third, but you will be appreciated for doing something. So work hard. You know, this year we are trying to create hope in the world. And I want all of you to join me in that drive as we create hope for the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. One thing about my district governor, she's an orator, very soft spoken. If she don't look at the time, she can continue like that and like that. You do Thank you very much, Khadija. We are fronting up on the level drive. All right. Moving on to the next speaker. And of course, like I said earlier, we have how to write your reports for awards consideration. You just don't want to do 150 pages of reports or 100 minutes and be thinking that you get attention. There is always the guideline. You will not do more than 10 pages or 15 pages and you are there. Even 5 pages, depending on your content. So we are going to be listening to a very, very resourceful facilitator. Once again, we recognize all the assistant companies in the house, all the past assistant companies in the house. We thank you for joining us. Our co-presidents, you are cited, and other board thank you for being part of this session. May I invite our very past assistant governor, Ni Ajao Ajishikiri, to please take on the podium for the next 25 minutes. Let's put your hands together for him. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My district governor, the past assistant governor, past district governor, I'm sorry, past assistant governors in the house, it is food president and old rotarian. Good morning. Or is it afternoon? Okay, so good afternoon. Yeah, I want to commend the committee for putting up this kind of arrangement this year. This is the very first time that we are having a training like this to guide us on how to write report. As a son of nomenclature, my name is Iya Jamu. I'm from Rotary Club of Olambe. I happen to have privilege of being a member of award and recognition since year 2014 till year 2022. And I was not just a member, very active in the process. Like the first speaker said, this is the kind of thing that's supposed to happen, start from pets. To introduce this thing to President-elect during the President-elect training seminar. Because when club submits reports, you see a lot of abnormalities, see a lot of reports, and you are wondering what is happening. There was a particular club 1 year when they were writing the report, all they were writing was that they were not giving us the meeting proceedings from July of when they started till June when we get the report. So, and it's difficult. Looking for what you really want. You have to really be looking for what they've done for this service, what they've done for this, which is very person. So there's a way that we can package our reports and make it attractive. Also, some clubs, not many clubs, they believe that when we say write a report, what we are asking for is just write a report about your project, certain projects. And that is what they will do. Let's move this forward up a bit. There's a table. The very first table. And of course, all they will do, just give us a photo album, different photos, no illustration, nothing. This one like so this from year 2014 to 2015 to year 2021-22, we will see various items of activities that they were asking for, and of course they try to put for each of them. I think that's important. You see that administration is the first one, because they have just 5, okay, 100. Now say, yeah, every 200, I'm feeling like that. But the second year that was put there, club administration 5, following year 6, just like that. And when you look at it closely, you will discover that 2 items of activity stand out: the membership and the Rotary Foundation. You will see that they already have the highest mark there. Even if one party is 25, 30. So from there, you will note that could be the area of concentration where you score very, very high mark. Not only the service projects. Now, so yeah, service projects was 18. Then I think our, what is it called? The area of focus was just 16, and we put each area of focus 3 months. And I was a club. They spent a lot of money, about 7 million, on one project that just addressed one area of focus. And they were complaining. And I said, we can't score more than 10 because it's still over 18. And because top 3 out of 100, where will you be? So that is the kind of things that happen that we need to really address. First of all, how do we write a report? A report supposed to be a very good report. Supposed to be a book, like a booklet, which must first of all what we call title page. There will be a title page. There are some reports that you pick. You cannot even see the name of the club. You will be looking until you find one corner that this report is for this club. So the first thing is a title page, followed by a table of contents. And the table of contents will now list everything as they are, the page that you can find it. All other things that you're speaking about the guideline. This guideline is very, very important. In fact, that is the main thing. Is the market scheme, is the area of concentration. That is what the committee want to look at. Not your investiture picture, no. That area of focus. And you should try and arrange it the way they arrange it. So I try to look at 2 scenarios. I look at, I think you have 2020, 2021, what we're supposed to have done. And I try to peek into this Rotary year to tell you what you're supposed to write. So the first one, that is 2020-2021, the guideline for club evaluation on award and recognition. The first item of activities that are supposed to address the Rotary Foundation. And the first thing, Eric, and I said, report on your every contribution, so evidence. Benefactor, report on your total benefactor, so evidence. Major and so on and so. The second one, membership. Go to membership, engagement, retention. Tell us about your program for retaining old members. That's what we want to see. Okay, you are joking. Let me see what I put down here so that I will not miss it. So the first one, engagement, retention. Tell us about your program for retaining members. Second one, attraction. Report on activities to get new members. The new club development, extension, formation of new Rotary, Interact, and attached charter certificate. You don't just say the charter is not charter, although the district will know, but tell us too. So that we are just trying to find evidence when we are now finding it from the district staff. Tell us first, so that we don't miss it. Then the third one, so this thing that I'm talking, if I were here, I will put Rotary Foundation as chapter 1, membership chapter 2. Public image, chapter 3. So let me just run through what they're supposed to have done in that year. Public image, social media. Does your blog have social media pages? Facebook, WhatsApp, and so and so. So short this page. That will help so that we are sure that you have it. Pre-media, as I pre-media reporter your activities, mention them and attach photocopy of such stories. Electronic media, as I electronic media reporter activities, mention them and attach proof. Use of Rotary logo. How well are you using Rotary logo? Put pictures of your third banner, letterhead, and so and so to show how you are using the logo. Then community involvement. Report about how you relate to members of the community for your favorite activities. Then on science project, which many clusters believe that is the way they want. Those are the areas that we want to look at. Basically, all those areas of focus. What we want to see that all the science projects that address each area of focus as listed above. Mention area of focus that is or are being addressed by each club. You can do a project that can address like 3 areas of focus. Mention it, explain it. Then mention the cost of execution of each project and attach proof. Because there's a reward for a project that is about 5 million, 2 million, and so and so. So you need to tell us how much you spend so that you can get something for that. On club administration, attendance, right? About member attendance at each meeting, a table showing a typical table. So monthly, somebody will help. Don't need to show all the 42 meetings or all the 52 meetings. So interesting and timely meeting. That's about how you make your meeting interesting. Fellowship, seminar, lecture, keeping to time. Photograph of seminar, guest lecturer, fellowship, meeting, and so on. Pictures don't lie, except you Photoshop. Strategic planning, report about your strategic plan. A summary of plans should be included. Bulletin, you have bulletin. In fact, to be bringing them to the district. Please, that's what I do. Because committee actually has for them. When they are doing the market, they has for them and they award. So, the put it there and attach a copy for so when you put down, talk about your agenda of the meeting here. I'm sure it's sample of weekly meeting agenda. The fellowship as they talk about your weekly meeting, happy hour, and so on and so on. The youth service, Ryland, how many percent did your club sponsor to Ryland? Any other support to the Ryland? Show proof of such support. Youth exchange, about your club boundary youth exchange, the Rotary, you have Rotary, how are you supporting them? What are you doing to ensure that this youth club are sustained? They show the same thing for Rotary and also for Interact. Then the sending and support to the districts. What is your total contribution to the web? Then you can include the contribution by individual member of your fund. It boosts your chance. Then other support that you are made to the district, like giving a gift of AC, television, and so on and so on. Report it that those are the support for this. Then we care. Report about your club we care program here. By the February wedding anniversary. The outreach to family of Rotary. How do you reach out to the families of Rotarians in need? There are some Rotarians that have gone. They are widows, or widowers, their children. How do you report it? It's part of the WICAR. The involvement of family of Rotary. How do you involve members of Rotarian family in your WICAR program? End of the year party, picnic, and so on. Then for this year, I will want us to try and listen attentively. I'm not a member of this committee, but I promise I'll just try to look at what's likely to that they'll be looking for. Try to pull it there. The first one on the guide is in the I think it's in the file application, the way they set it. There are about 12 items of activities actually, and the first one is membership, engagement, retention. Tell us about your program for retaining members. What was your membership trend as at 1st of July this year. What is the current member at the time you are writing the report? Tell your story about the sources or otherwise. That is the first thing that we attract. Then attraction, the point of activity to get new members. What is your membership next game? There are some club next game means as you are getting people and you are removing people, plus or minus. If you get 25 new members and you remove 28 old members, you have not really done anything, you are minus 3. And that one is, so you can say we added 25, but you remove 28. So it's not a benefit to the Rotary actually. So you clearly say the next game. Then state it on data. How many female? Because this time around, want to see how many we are trying to get more female into the fold. How many female you can actually attract? It will give some boost into the market. Then also because of this DEI, how many physically challenged can you actually attract? This also, that one will also give you a boost. So you need to talk about all this. Then new club development, formation of new Rotary, Rotaract, Intralact, and road back kits. The point is attached charter certificates. Say the number of soldiers that you are able to charter and name in the current year. The pastor will give it to the coach. What were they able to be this year? That is what they want to see. So state the number of soldiers that are able to charter, include their numerical strength at charter. Then their numerical strength as they are reporting. There are some clubs you will charter a new club with 26. By the time you are reporting in May, the club has dropped to 11, 12. That's not a good thing. They are not and be penalized on that. So that information, even if you don't do it, you will have that. You have the Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Committee, they report it and their activities. So that's all your chapter 1 on Rotary Foundation, the report some evidence. Then also, we want to see actually if you can get non-Rotarian to donate it to Rotary Foundation. So how many of such non-Rotarian were you able to get deposit? How many non-Rotarian, your friends that are non-Rotarian, were able to donate to Rotary Foundation under your money? So yes. How are you able to attract them to making this donation? It's very important. Other to campaign for this kind of the polling was contribution. What's your total financial contribution to polling from state it under that? How many of the members are able to contribute? $10 each. No members are supposed to. So you say if it is 100% that there's a mark for that, to make society a contributing $100. State it. How much does your club contribute? You know the same club should contribute $2,000. State it. If you are able to contribute just 1,000, state it. There are marks for that. So can they report all this with evidence? It's important. The police on participation. How are you able to participate? What do you do to talk about polio eradication in your community? You should report it also. Then on chapter 3, this one is called your chapter public privilege. You write about the following. If you are able to read, don't bother. There are evidence in the history. Why are you able to use this global radio to broadcast any of the activities? They are able to do it, show evidence. There's mark for that. On social media, all your social media pages tell us so screenshots as evidence. Print media, assigning print media material of your activities, mention them apart from the public sources. Electronic media, assigning media material activities, mention them and attach proof. Use of virtual brand center. We thank God for the chairman of the image last year and this year. He's doing a lot about this, and we need to encourage the committee. We know how you can use the brand center very well. So this is your report to actually say how well have we been using virtual brand center. No question to change banner, letterhead, and etc. To show how we are using brand center. Then community involvement. The community say that public image, our community actually image like that. So we should inform them. They talk about how you will get to member your community for your first. Then chapter 4, this is what the key you need to notice mental health program. What are activities regarding mental health program? Were you able to form a mental health awareness club, either in the school, on any association in your community, state? Were you able to organize a mental health program in conjunction with any organization? State, tell your story. How many police activities? It's always important. Everybody can just think about it and give you to this. Service to all focus, we are well aware, but how well you are able to do this for you. Important service and focus that have been addressed by you. Clearly report which of these projects are executed with global grants or district grants or your own money. Because there are scores for global grants. You have to make sure copies are sent to district for records also. Most interesting and timely meeting. Write about how you make your meetings interesting, fellowship, seminars, and lectures. Keep it to time. Photographs of seminars, guest lecturer, fellowship, birthday cakes, and so on and so on will be offered there. Meeting programs, talk about your agenda of the meeting. So example of weekly meeting agenda. Fellowship, I think talk about your weekly meeting, happy hour, fellowship, meeting and drinking, and so on and so on. Then functional leadership plan. Reports about your strategic plan. If the summary plans to be included, then what is your successful plan? So that you are not running the club that each other are doing the election. There's always a problem. You're not supposed to do who is going to be the president in the next years. So tell the nation about it so that you can guide them. So that's a functional leadership plan. So what is your succession plan? How do you train your future leaders? You should train them in-house and even in the street. Then when you are writing your report, include it. Then club assemblies. How many club assemblies have you carried out? Report them and show evidence. Then there should be special training for members. That is why each club is supposed to have trainers. You train your members. You invite guest speakers to talk about other things also. All these things will be reported under club assembly. Then you service Rala your course also. Then any other supposed to Rala. You can see all your club use a change program. Look at, do you have a package? How are you supporting them? What are the then did you form a new package this year? You try sometimes to form and show evidence. The same thing for Impala Club and the same thing for Impala Club. Then the eighth one is Rotary Club Central. Upload those sets and achieve at the upload it at the. You supposed to have uploaded since July anyway. As upload it, be updating it. There is a meeting of Rotary Club Central. They must have gone and check it in July. They will be monitoring it. Okay? So you also do same. And for this report, because a final something, so screenshots of the final thing, I put it under this chapter. That, so that we know that they are doing it. This government will have the visiting us, report it, the district governor, the report that you send before it come. I'm not saying you should apply that one, just say you gave it out, you submitted it on time. Whether you submit it on time or not, you should know. There are some people monitoring that. But say it here, the committee will find out whether you are saying the truth or not. Then support to the district, the way, what's your total contribution to the way? The quick contribution like individual level, like I said before, the other support, the other support that you get to the district, administration, not only to the district, also to committees, like that I talk about, and another committee to Rotary Foundation Advance, installation and so on. So, what are your support to this committee? Report it. They are there. Then the 11 attendance I believe this one is not going to be the last one. The committee maybe planning another one. So try to attend. If I was with this one that attended, can take a certificate. That is a proof that attended this one. So you report it and go to it. The timely submission of the report according to the arrangement above. It's important to follow that order so that when the scholars are looking at the report, they don't get confused. Somebody can just come and say, today, I want to look at club administration and randomly like 20 clubs. So if it is in chapter 6, you'll be opening chapter 6 and be comparing, and you are making the job easy for them. Because by the time they are doing this matter, they are under a lot of pressure. Because they feel at the end of the year, and they have maybe just 1 week or 2 weeks to look at so many books. So they are under pressure. So they don't have time for anything that doesn't make sense. So try to
straightforward. Okay, so question, straightforward question, no story. You're ready to evidence. Yes. Okay. Kids straight.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Rotara Mojit Dauda from Rotary Club of Abeokuta, Secretary. My question is straightforward. In reporting, when you have a program where you collaborated with a foundation or outsiders, what do you report? Your own contribution to that project or the total project amount? Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, two more. So I'll balance it, 2 male, 2 female.
My name is Chigozie, Rotary Club of Ikeja. I just want to ask, sir, are we going to get the evidence of this presentation?
You must show everything. Okay, you. Oh, you see, maybe you want to do it, so I'm not listening to you. You are the one that offer evidence.
Still about the evidence. We always come here and they tell us they will give us the evidence of the presentations. 99.9% of the times we don't get them.
You will get this evidence. This one you will get it. Now that we are talking of evidence. Last. Okay.
Thank you. My name is President Oluleke Adebeye from Rotary Club of Roxas. I've been observing that most reports of all the clubs, there's something they call volunteer hours. Most of these reports, we just report the monetary value of what has been reported, but we don't consider the volunteer hours. For a particular project, you might be having a doctor as a volunteer in your club. And in another club, that is also executing the project, you might not have a volunteer doctor in your club. So you need to engage a doctor. So most of the being reported that I've observed, the volunteer hours are not considered in monetary value. So what to take on it? Thank you. I guess that's all for now. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The first question asking about what you have to put as your cost. Put the cost, the value of the cost of your own contribution, because you are reporting to a Rotary committee. You can say out of this social money, our club was to have someone to start our contribution to the project. Regard the asking for, and then the since yesterday, the evidence has been issued. And I no problem. I issue the authority to release it to the yes. And so that's the same thing. So the last question I have is for achieve this goal. So I'd like to just talk to you about these activities that we have to do. I'd like to remind all clubs about the $10 per Rotarian requirement for all clubs on an annual basis. So far, clubs are still trying to achieve this. Some clubs have been able to achieve it, but a lot of clubs are yet to actually do this. So I'd like to first of all remind us of this. Also to remind us, the last PhD just mentioned about Polio Plus societies. A lot of Rotarians have pledged to be members of the Polio Plus Society. We have a full list of those who have pledged so far. We need a lot more Rotarians to please pledge, because it is very, very key for us to have these funds to achieve the goal of keeping polio at zero in Nigeria and eradicating polio from the face of the earth. So please, Rotarians who have pledged, begin to give your pledges. We know it's tough, but if you start early and you do it gradually, just come out and participate. On the 24th, we, of course, we'll be doing some advocacy visits. Then 26th, Rotaractors, because we're encouraged to include Rotaractors in our activity. So on the 26th, Rotaractors are going to be having the inaugural football match. On 27th, Friday, we're going to be having a movie night. All right, and the movie night is also geared towards, of course, letting our hair down a little bit and raising some funds for polio. On 28th, we're having a polio walk in the mainland. Okay, so all clubs in the
join me, my friend. Oh. All right. I have the honor to collect to my office, not to the district. So I think we should take these parts. The first part, we want to sing. My friend, the sing. So what we sing, just stretch your feet and move around. Yes, we can move around with that. So after the count of 3, we do this together. 1, 2, 3. When the same go marching in, when the same go marching in. So we go marching yes, I want to be in the world. Oh, when we meet our roadside, Tabapade, Rotary, Tabapade, Rotary, Rosebe, ọmọ nínú wọn, Tabapade, Rotary. When the sun begins to shine, when the sun begins to shine, yes, I want to be. And when the sun begins to shine, I praise you, I love you. Rotary,
hold it now to thee I pray. Lord, that we pray, Lord, I serve my Lord as well. I believe that we serve Him. I know that still louder now, my soul has smiled. Lord, my Lord, I believe I made it with the Holy. Lord, my Lord, I make room, I exalt my life, sweet my soul. I will not sing for hope.
Thank you. The next item. It doesn't need too much. This is the time is how to give you based on the same words. Watch out. You just to the process of this presentation. I'm going to be to this side of the hall. Our leader, our past assistant of now, PhD, and a Hajj library person. Put your hands together for him and take us into the next.
Thank you, Wallace. District Governor-elect, District Governor nominee, Chairman of this seminars, my dear fellow Rotarians, I stand before you this afternoon to give you a short information. Very, very short. Excuse me. I will get the presence of District Secretary, Past Governor Kayo Adelaya. Never mind, from the same club, and that's all we do. Before I go into my presentation, I like to buttress some of the things my other speakers have said. I have also been the chair for the award recognition, and the experience I had at that time wasn't too good. One, when you send out messages to presidents, some presidents killed it. We went further, we sent to secretaries who killed the message. We went further, sent it to assistant governors. When the assistant governors goes to the club, they don't mention it. I'm not going to say they kill it. Somehow they forget. So at the end of the year, out of about, at that time when I was the chair, I think we had about 100 clubs in the district. We had only 10 clubs reported. And what is more disturbing is that some of them will bring just one sheet of paper as their reports. PAG, has actually highlighted, and PAG has also said all this. It is important that Rotarians should follow the guidelines. The guidelines are published almost every fortnight. You should follow it. A lot of clubs will spend so much money, but because they don't report very well, they miss the point. The year I was the chair, my club spent about 15 million naira on a project, but that project addressed only one aspect of the focal points. Therefore, with the 15 million, he couldn't go in. We told him so that the report was not good. Yeah, when we had a club assembly, I made it clear to the club members too that they would have won very well with this 15 million. Whereas there was somebody who spent 10 million and touched all the areas of focus, one after the other. They had the touched with education, health, water sanitation, and of course, he did a lot in the foundation. That is, by the way, I hope that will not be, again, will not repeat itself each year. I'm here to talk to you, give you guide to reporting your club service projects, and of course, the activities for effectiveness. I will introduce this way. One of our main core values in rendering services to humanity. This is mostly done through the service projects that we carry out. Reporting these service projects is very important to stewardship and records. Therefore, the following are what I consider, or what could be considered, steps and guidelines for effective reporting of service projects. Introduction. I need to write about of the project that was conceived. It's important that I need to write about it. What prompted the idea about projects? Need assessment exercise, was it carried out? All presidents that are here, those of you who have carried out some projects this year, did you carry out any need assessments? Good. The summary of the main body of the report should conclude this part. Now I'll move on to the next, which I call site. There must be a brief description of the site or an explanation about beneficiaries. In other words, if you tend to have a project like Bob, let's say Bob, for instance, somewhere in Oshoki, to know that the assessment will have told you that that's an area where it's a slum. That's where they actually live. It's not just borehole with water filter, as well as that you actually get across to the community, and the beneficiaries will be happy for it. What is the population of the community that you want to do a service project for? There's need for you to know that this service project you are planning for this area will actually be beneficial in terms of the number of people who live in that place. If you have a community with about 10,000, 30,000, certainly sinking one borehole there will not be enough, and it will be meaningless. The impact that actually you plan to have, you won't get it. So it's important that the beneficiary, you must study the population of that community. The impact that the project will have on the beneficiaries, again, depends on what project you are actually carrying out. If you are carrying out a project in school, a secondary school, for instance, mixed school, this comes to water and sanitation. They haven't got good toilet facilities, they haven't got water. But when pupils go to the toilet, they mess it all up. So when you're citing such a project in a school, you want to ensure that they have enough toilet points and they also have water, which is that must go with it. That will give you the impact of the cost of that community. The scope of the project is also important. What is the scope of the project? Can anybody tell me, those of you have carried out the project, the scope of the project, just mention anyone at all. For presidents that are here. President Bagada, you want to say something? We have carried out some projects. The project here is beside you there. Okay. Any home president? Right? Is there any other home president that wants to tell me the scope of work that has been done? Scope of projects. Any project that you have carried out or you are still working on, what is the scope?
The district governor fellow returns. We're currently working on the renovation and remodeling of the pediatric ward at Bagada General Hospital. The scope, well, the existing wards used to be small. So what we're doing is to have 2 rooms together. And we've also included room purpose of meditation to take care of mental health issues and those that come to the hospital. And we've also providing a children's play area also for the children. So including the non-toilet facilities for the ward also. So in all, we are making the ward a lot more effective than it used to be.
That's a wide scope. Any other one? That's a very wide scope. Any other one?
Home President, we are, I said, Home President, Rotary Club of Ikeja. While we are renovating or reconstructing a block of classroom there at the Ikeja Junior High School, we observe that the roofs are leaking and they are totally dilapidated. They have wooden windows that are already broken. When it rains, you see the rain gets into the class, and sometimes the students go to one side of the class. So right now, we have already working on getting the approval from the State Ministry of Education, and today we hope to get that. And then by Friday, Saturday, we are going to do a groundbreaking ceremony. We're going to remove the roof, replace the roof, and then the wooden windows, replace them with the aluminum doors and windows. Thank you.
How many are we taking, sir? Okay.
My DG, all presidents in the House, the other Rotarian. My name is Funshaw Bubundi. All presidents, the club of our staff project is breast screening project. And we have done a phase 1. We're going to do phase 3. We've done phase 1. And we had it at General Hospital, Lagos. We had over 400 participants there. We got 11 doctors, and we had handheld breast screening machines for the participants. And it was very, very successful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Well, our partner and child with it was the first one. Initially, I always say this time around, we actually looked into the internet. We went into Obada and Awu. We have donations of bathing kits, building materials for delivery of women. This last Friday, we had another one in conjunction with an organization from the US. Over 20 students were given scholarships onto their secondary school with more than 200 students in attendance, and it was a good one. Thank you.
Last one, sir. I like movement.
Good day, everybody. My name is Adrienne Thomas, Rotary Club of Civil Science. We actually cut project out, and I really want an enlightenment on it. We went to Olukoyera and from Kuti, and the hall at Loti Garaba. The way the assessment was actually carried out when I visited the times, it was for emergency kids with lots of disability in the home, at the emergency home. But what I noticed actually was that their parents looking after them was kind of disturbed and could hardly stand up to feed. So during that period, we went embarked on a breakfast for the people taking care of the kids there, with some things there, and we were able to reach them accordingly. I hope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ask that question, and I have my reasons for it. When we spoke, there are quite a number of little details that we look into. In the scoring sheet, most clubs don't actually, or the scoring guidelines, they do not give the scope of the project they want to impact. They don't. They also don't make lists of the aspects of the execution. In other words, there has to be the carpenter, there has to be involvement of a sewing person, and so on and so forth. This is very, very important. As I said, my presentation is reporting effectiveness and reporting of service projects. So it's important the scope of project should also be the item number one on your report. To make whoever is marking or those who are marking your report to make things easier. What do you call your scope? You say this is your scope. I can now follow it step by step. Planning is also very, very important. Of course, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's the slogan. So human resources that are required, professionals. Rotary is professional men and women gathered together. So your club, you must have professionals in the area, different areas. So whatever project you are embarking on, you are likely to have one person or two that will know about that job. You must prepare drawings, specifications, and of course, bill of quantities. This is where it involves renovation of like really go of Magada, what they are doing at Magada General Hospital. I know they have all this, which was presented at the club. Tendering process, invitation of vendors, reporting, and award of contract. All this must be carried out, and there must be a lot of transparencies. Let me say it here for the records. I hear some people say, oh, in Rotary, they don't give me jobs. Professional, they say we're all professionals, but when there's a job, they don't give you. There's nothing wrong for you to bid for a job in your club.
Nothing wrong, provided it is competitive. In other words, if I were to be the chair of service project, of which I've been, but we have a project to carry out, we will invite contractors, and if there are professionals in my club, we'll tap on them, and whoever can do it outside or inside will be given the job. But we're not a rotary to do for job. Execution of the projects. A full report of activities carried out during the execution of the project is very, very important. Word for word, you must write exactly what you did, or what is available you did during the execution. Involvement of contractors, donors. We solicit for money when we have a restoration fundraising. It's important for you to actually invite donors if they have time to when you're executing the project or commissioning. But you know that when you collected money from them, it's exactly what you are using it for. Period spent in the execution of the project. Somebody asked a question about that earlier on, man hours. It can be put there. You can put it there. That while we're doing this at Magana General Hospital, 10 generals were there weekly, and they spent a minimum of. It's important. It's part of your report. The challenges that you encounter when you're carrying out the project will also be mentioned. It should be written down. What are the challenges? I remember I always used my club, that's what I'm close to. We partnered with the club of Shogo. We started to sink a borehole in the community. I cannot remember the name of the village now. Each time is a rocky place. Each time we get to the point, we need stone. Each time we get to the point, we need stone. That was another of the points. Until somebody came and said, look, you have to blast that rock down there before you can get to the water. And that's what we did and very water down. Those were challenges. And that gave us a lot of tough time. We have to keep going and forward. That gave us quite a lot of time. Again, that should be reported. It is good for you to report it. The period suspend. I've gone beyond the challenges encountered and how they were solved. We now move on to the impact of the project. Of course, we all know that every project that we embark on must be impactful. It must be impactful. We don't do a project that is for probably a few months and it is gone. And this brings me to the issue of when we sink boreholes or do a project for a school or for a community, it is that we should actually get a community borehole. Apart from that, the parents should ensure that they go back to all those projects and see their state. I know that in the district there is a team that goes around, asks us to tell us where they have projects that are more important, so they can verify. It is not in our interest as Rotarians to start a project or do a project in place, and 1 2 years later we go back there, the project is not what to say, it's not good enough. It is important for us to follow. The expected impacts of the project on the beneficiaries, community, and society at large, you need to report that effectively. Commissioning and handing over the ceremony of the project, as I said earlier on, report about commissioning and handover ceremony must be very well documented with photographs. Preferably, this time, your public image unit, the public image should come in at every time. It should be widely publicized. The only way, if you light a candle and you put it under the table, nobody will see it. You also will not even see the way. So it's important that when you're commissioning a project, should make noise. In my job, if we kill a kid today, we'll make noise in one.
That's what we do. We do it on public image. And of course, RI keeps emphasizing every year that our public image should make noise about the device. But they do publicize it. A lot of ideas should be made available for public image. The cost of this money will be included in the project cost. Of course, it is important that this is also a project cost. How the project will be maintained. Said earlier that we should try and form a community call. Who knows the meaning of community call? Can anybody tell you what it means to have Rotary community call? Who can tell me, please? Both President, yes, okay, me, CP. Project, you have a project, and you are having people who can be like supervising the project, some from the floor and some from the council. Perfect. Thank you very much. Community call, we are advised most of the time to form this, the localities that we're citing projects. If you are somewhere in Ocean, you may cite the problem. One, power supply may not be in that area. We have to speak to one of the landlords around there who probably will be kind enough to say, okay, tap light from my house, buy it. And if you have to buy a generator, you buy it for them and it can be paid. So 1, 2, 3 of them will not be in charge and ensure that that project was not done. Please make it known to them. In the case of water, they must not charge for it. It's free. I want to thank you all for listening to me.
That is well said. And please can you join your hands together? Appreciate our past assistant. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it. And we have heard it, and we should follow as stated. Remember, when you do all this, do not keep it under the table. I said it when you keep the chicken. Forget the way that you have are here. Announce it, let the world know that you are impacting to the world. And that way, not just publicity, you will get some level of the sponsors and the people that want to collaborate with you. So please, don't let the world be here. Thank you very much. All right. Well, we'll be doing question and answer for since inception. So we're going to save time here. Instead of 30 minutes or even 5 minutes, just in case you have something to ask regarding this session. We'll take 5 minutes straight to the point. Okay? Good
afternoon. My name is Rotila Veronica Isijola from Rotary Club of Omole Golden. I'm going to ask Pierre Gilari Kazim a question. The last statement you said we should tell the community, I'm going to talk about borehole this time around, that they shouldn't charge. Yes, they should not charge, but in a place where you provide a generator for them, then they are also going to target from maybe a particular landlord among themselves. How do they pay for the NEPA to run the borehole? And number two, how do they contribute to buy fuel into that generator? I will cite an instance. In my club, there was a borehole made for a certain community. And upon our supervision, after some maybe a year or two, we discovered that the person in charge, they were charging a token from the people. And I asked them, why are you doing this? They said it's because we collect that money so that we can use it to buy fuel for the generator. So I just want to ask now, is it ideal for them to charge token so that they will be able to, for sustainability and continuity, or else the power will just be there, they will not be able to pump water. So that's my question, sir.
Thank you very much. Should we take questions together, sir? Thank you.
My home president, Shikora, thank you very much for that brilliant question. I've often been asked that question. It's not ideal for this morning. But we form a group for the primary function to come together and ensure that that project is free to sort that, to stop collapse. In other words, within themselves, they should find a way of funding. That's why they are creating more. Yes. They should not take money. But if they do it, perhaps quietly among themselves, but it's not something that should be said outside. Because everything does completely free. So they seek for money from well-meaning Nigerians like us, they give us the money. It's not right for us now to do a project.
Across public image platforms and share platforms. Let's just go down and we can take action. Thank you.
I think he says consider it done. Our class is already done. Thank you.
Good afternoon, DG, of my past presidents, my fellow Rotarians. My question is, how can one reach out to districts in case one has a project? Maybe one discovers a project and we find out that this is it's not, it's out of hand, we can't handle it.
State of consultation will be given to clubs.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So before we move to the next item, it's a privilege to have our deputy governor elect here, and we would, of course, like to say something in addition to all what we've been hearing already.
I'm glad with the turnout. Present, I appreciate all of you from coming, especially those that came all the way from Abeokuta. Our club of states, I appreciate you. You all came, thank you. Abeokuta, thank you. Abeokuta Metro, Rock City. And which other club came from Abeokuta? Ibarajiare, yes. Ibarajiare, Abeokuta, Rock City, Abeokuta Metro. I appreciate you all. My chapter president. He's a PhD chapter president. It's some president that's a PhD that just turned chapter president. Me, show everyone from Lagos. I'm right. Yes, I appreciate you. I want to also appreciate my captain sitting by my side here. The captain for the president for this Rotary year, Kemi Folorunsho. Thank you for being with us. I want to also appreciate our vice captain, Olada Kosani from Abeokuta Metro. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I can't see Ajike here. You see here? It's not. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate my ES Executive Secretary, always by my side. Thank you very much. So we've done what we're supposed to do. So if any club does not submit report or win award this Rotary year, you're not going to blame the DG or blame the award committee because we have given you what is needed. As of now, the programs, all the evidences are on the promotional platform. It's already sent. And I've also forwarded to the secretary, admin, and other platforms for you to see. So you will have the material. If you still need to ask any question after today, and all the committee members that put this together, I appreciate you all. My chairman, you have done well. This is a very good start. You have done what you're supposed to do, educate them on what they needed to know. So nobody will call you. And the speakers have also done well. PhD and we appreciate you. So on behalf of the chairman of the committee and all the committee members that have put this together, we will send this appreciation out to PhD Ajao, and she said Giri, and Giri, in appreciation of your invaluable contribution to the success of the awards and recognition committee seminar as a facilitator, given this day, the 4th of October, and signed by Honorable Sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What was the next one? A friend of the family from Tulsa. Thank you very much. We want to also present this appreciation award to our PhD, Larry Kazim, in appreciation of your invaluable contribution to the success of the Awards and Recognition Committee seminar as a facilitator. Given this day, Wednesday, the 4th of October, 2023, and signed by my humble self. Thank you.
Advanced looking like 27.
Thank you, thank you. Please appreciate it. This is over 70. I'm strong. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, he is, but he doesn't look it. He's taking care of himself. My PhD is showing me. Oh, while we were doing this, our district common elect for district 9111 walked in. Dr. Wole Kukoyi, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. PhD is showing me. Delectable Louis. When they were talking, I said you will always flog them. I hereby present this appreciation award to PhD Uyi Showebi in appreciation of your invaluable contribution to the success of the Awards and Recognition Committee seminar as a facilitator, and you did justice to the topic. Thank you very much. This award is given this day, 4th of October, 2023, and signed by my officer. Thank you.
Congratulations. Well deserved. Another one, you see, women supporting women. But if you have
This one. VIE. Okay. VIE.
Yes. Okay. Please, because of time, the rest from the can collect class and that's the next session. All the members enjoy the PGA for future sessions. Thank that should come forward
we can go through matches actually. Okay, so let's go to the chairs then. Let's spread out so that you will not be Thank you for coming.
Please, folks, you can wait there to collect your certificate, please. We're going to announce the names. The secretary should come and give votes of thanks. Committee secretary, top member job, the federal job, vote of thanks. Top member job.
Yes.
Can we have some quiet, please? Can we have some quiet, please? Can we have some quiet, please? Can we have a quiet house, please? That's an announcement. There's a vote of thanks going. Please, please, please. Thank you very much.
So we hope that I pray you will see the fact. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you everyone for appreciating.